Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the Quackmaster, Kaiju Man himself, TJ.
I need to try and I want to try and add more vocalization to the back of it so that I can do like a do 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 like Steins Gate, do. Anyways, continue.
But we've got a pretty interesting set of matches here. These were filmed over at Dean's Dugout, over in Naperville, local card shop that we go to every Sunday for Digi. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, want to check their shop out, we're usually there every Sunday at, I believe it's 12:30. It's when locals pop off, so swing by if you can. But in this particular matchup, we've got Jorel playing his ever so beloved Alter-S deck on the left, and Anthony going with Machinedramon on the right. He's definitely trying to make it work. I know sometimes it's a bit sad for him, but I mean, he's trying out different builds. He's definitely one of our better deck builders in the community, and it's always nice to kind of see what he's got cooked up here. So it should be an interesting matchup for you guys to check out. Couple things before we hop into the round itself. First, check out our socials. They're linked down in the video description below. They've got the whole gambit, so Instagram, Twitter, Discord, all that good stuff. And lastly, if you keep tuning in and you like what you see, hopefully these videos have helped convince you to hit that like button and subscribe to us. We really would appreciate all the support. It does help the channel grow and helps us out a whole lot. So if you don't mind doing that for us, we'd greatly appreciate it. Without further ado,
for you.
Oh, got some exclusive content coming up now. Oh, but without further ado, let's hop right into the round here.
You know what I've come to realize? Dom from the Gears of War series is probably one of the roughest, stories a character can have, man.
Bro's lost it. You're right, bro's gone through it.
He's gone through it. Anyways, just like we're about to go through it with this matchup here. We see Jorel going ahead and do a reveal with the Agu. Does grab the Alter B. He's got a level 4 in the back. Anthony's got a good board set here with the Raremon setup, going into a Machinedramon and Ukamon in the back. Grabs the machine off the... Oh, tucks it. Okay. Interesting.
Jorel starts to do some Alter-S shenanigans with popping off. So he goes into the Guru for 2, which will allow him to... Oh. Okay. Will allow him to ping pong here, which will get him into the Wergar for cost of 2. Passes over 2 memory, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, it does not have the accompanying Metal Greymon.
Which can be a bit scary, because his bodies are just sort of sitting out there for Anthony to potentially do something with.
The blocker, he does meet with the Machinedramon right now. So it looks like Anthony's debating crashing. Which I don't think is a terrible idea.
Yeah, especially this early, you don't really expect Jorel to have a whole lot of gas. Unless you pass him over a crap ton of memory.
And clearing the stack is so much more important, I think, just to stop him from being able to go up in the line. Because he did just draw the Metal Gray, too. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
And I think he has... I don't know what else he has in hand. I think I see the Blitz in the Crest, but I'm not too sure.
But here I think Anthony's just being patient, setting up. Definitely with Alter-S has some time to make sure he sets up his resources in the right way. So getting an Analog Man and a Mat both will help turbo him up to at least 5 memory if he chooses to resolve all the effects. So pretty good setup. And going up against Alter-S in a deck that's just a little bit slower to go, I think is fair. Oh.
And the one thing with this Alt 2, okay, it gives the Digivolve protection, which is really big.
Yeah.
Against Machine. Sorry, my brain just decided to blank there.
You're good.
Okay, so we see Anthony push up. The thought will come back to me later. I'm not going to worry about it right now.
So decides not to proc any started main effects. Just goes ahead, swing with Candle. Does die, so... Does discard, and then taps Mat to gain a memory. Goes up to 4.
Does that Metal Gray X the only card that actually offers Digivolve protection?
I believe so. If I'm
specifically Digivolve protection?
Digivolve protection. Not like a blanket effect protection or whatnot.
Not like a blanket, like immune to Digimon effects or whatever.
Did Anthony switch
Think
out
it-
his gold machine for this guy?
Maybe he's running an extra one that he didn't have, because I think he only has a couple of gold machines,
Yeah.
right?
So it does go ahead and swing.
Admittedly, I'm not a huge fan of the gold machine art. I don't think it's
Yeah.
the gold arts are neat, but I'm not. I like it's hard. The problem is all the newer gold arts will never top the BT2 alt art gold cards.
I agree.
Those were just so much better with like the circuit board background stuff. Those were just cooler.
Oh.
I mean, EX1 machine,
Okay.
Dramon's. Oh, okay. So we're just
D
hard
digivolves, yeah. So we're not
Yeah.
really seeing the traditional ping ponging that Alter-S likes to do. I think Jorel has been sort of forced to just go straight up. So Anthony responds by going into a chaos, which will then
Yeah.
D-digivolve 2.
Yeah,
And chokes him to 1.
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Pretty good indeed. Being able to choke Alter-S to 1 and get, just a single stack on the board definitely slows Jorel down a whole lot.
Yeah, I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So this, I know we had some people that were curious about this
Mhm.
Alter-S list because we had a conversation about it in Discord. I don't know if Jorel's changed it at all, but this is the list. It's just like
Straight pieces.
nothing. This is just it's like nothing but pieces. It's the idea that you can't break if your deck is all pieces. So I think he runs a couple of X Anybody options, but I don't think he runs any Tamers.
Mhm.
And otherwise, it's just Greymon and Garurumon cards that are either like have black on their color somewhere, and a lot of X Anybody, like a lot of the black X Anybody cards for Greymon stuff to
Sure.
get extra draw and search consistency.
Well, speaking of ping-ponging, this is exactly what he
here we go.
wants to be doing. So this is what Jorel typically would like to do. Joggers digivolves into that very pretty guy over there. And is threatening
attempts to
a big...
delete, but-
Yeah, attempts to delete. So Anthony gets your 2 sources, and he's threatening big things next turn. He's got an Omnimon Merciful mode in hand too, which is pretty
Yeah.
nutty.
Okay, goes Chaos X. Will de-digivolve him here by 3. So it goes
Yeah.
back down to a Metal Greymon. Chaosdramon will swing.
Oh.
Will de-digivolve 1 because of the
Oh,
Mega Dramon, and
no.
then pop the Garurumon because of the Metal Mamimon. He'll swing with the Candle. Candle will die. He'll pitch a level 5 to draw 2.
Oh no. Oh my.
Bezagabu sets for level 3, and I think that's just...
That's just game, yeah.
Yeah, nothing you can do there. That's just too much gas.
I mean, yeah, I think that is rough because Machine does a lot of digivolving, and unless you have that Metal Gray
Yeah.
X that one turn, your stacks are just gonna keep getting dismantled.
Yeah, you have to be able to make a big play the turn you go into Alter-S, I think, because he doesn't have protection. That, or you have to be able to do the Metal Gray X Evo during that whole ping pong, which admittedly will interrupt it, so it's kind of hard to successfully do in a way, unless you end on a very specific board state.
Right.
But yeah, so if we go game 2.
It's an interesting
Machine's
list,
still
though.
out here.
I mean, Alter-S is an interesting concept. I think we're gonna see a resurgence of a similar idea, if I'm not mistaken, with like some of the other stuff that we're gonna see with the new Omnimon.
The new one plays
pieces.
entirely different.
Yeah,
It doesn't ping pong like Alter-S did, because I think Bandai had this idea for a while where they're like, okay, let's do this ping pong method, because they did the same thing where like with a lot of EX sets, right, where they give us that powerful level 7 that you would just Evo up, you DNA into by ping ponging or some sort of mechanic, right, with Ragna and then this and other stuff that just didn't, like, it never worked really.
sure.
And so then they had the idea of, what if people just play Mega Zoo Omni?
Yeah.
And that's what BT-17 Omnimon is, where it's just you are either warp evoing or you're just hard dropping level 6s and then saying I dare you, try and delete one of them, or end of turn DNA. It gets crazy.
So to summarize what's been going on here, Jorel was put in a pretty tough spot with just having a hard slam a Metal Gray, which allowed Anthony to really just kind of set up and search pieces, had a Supreme Connection, then a Blitz of the Heavy Mobile, goes ahead and swings at the Metal Gray, if I'm not mistaken, just to clear the stack
Yeah.
with the Blitz. Oof. And then swings with the Candle, does end up dying, so is able to draw and pitch off the Demimera. Goes into Chaos, which allows him to tuck more sources in, which is just chooses not to, but it's just 2 checks. Jorel doesn't really have much of an answer at this point, and then you just play out a body to threaten game.
He's choked at 2 right now.
Yeah.
You can't even Evo to answer the Chaosdramon, really.
Yeah, the chaos is rough at this
I
point.
think Jorel's realizing he doesn't have an answer to it. So it looks like he has a Blitz. It looks like he has a Crest, but neither of them.
He's
can
doing the hand
really
motions
deal
like,
with
what
that.
do I do?
He's gonna just Evo for 4 into Blitz.
Yeah,
Greymon
Digivolves,
to
and
Digivolve
that's
1.
really
Yeah.
about it. So
He does
just
have
go
blocker,
ahead. Yeah.
but on swing, do Digivolve 1 because of the Megadramon, then do 2 checks, and then Canamon will attempt to swing for game. He'll block, and then I'm guessing he has a heavy mobile. Yep,
Yeah.
heavy mobile into the machine. Yeah.
Jeez.
Whew.
Like a surgeon at the operating table.
Yeah, not much you can do.
Going about it.
Those were quick. Those were quick, clean games from Anthony there. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And are you like we were saying before too, like a pretty rough matchup for Jorel with the Digivolve. That's like probably one of the toughest game mechanics for Alter-S to go into, is because unless you go for game, like you said, there really isn't a whole lot you can do. Your best hope, I feel like, honestly, is just to like build like a stack and just like search, pick up pieces and poke with those searchers for like a couple of checks, and then hope that you can do a big play.
Yeah.
But Anthony was able to kind of set up a good defense system, which blocked Jorel out of that strategy, unfortunately. But yeah, good games from Anthony. Pretty good exemplary play of what like purple based machine can do. I know some people are still sort of more like red based machine is the way to go, or black based machine is the way to go. I mean, Anthony's been doing pretty well with this purple based. It's honestly faster, I would say, with the Uko engine and whatnot, and the candles getting extra pokes in too. So it's been really interesting to see how he's piloted this. It's definitely a different, unique way to go about it, but still sort of like the same ultimate end game. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, we would appreciate any support you can give us. So if you can hit that like and subscribe button, please do so. And hopefully we'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.